Khan, Shalom. All praises to Yahawah by Simeon, by Simeon Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations to the hopeful electors pushing his truth in sincerity. So the word of today is going to be Kingsday. Because it is Kingsday here in the Netherlands. And what is Kingsday? Kingsday is when the Dutch celebrate the birthday of their king. King Willem-Alexander was born on 27th of April. And so there are many so-called parties, flea markets, and of course the king himself will visit one of the several cities with his family. And this year they're going to visit a city which is called Maastricht. I can point it out. This is the place where I'm staying. Boom, boom, boom. You know, back in the days I was teaching over here in Amsterdam. Now I'm teaching over here in The Hague. But the so-called royal king, he's actually visiting this place, Maastricht. So they go over there, walk, wave to people, and people love to get a glimpse of these royalties, because they really deem them highly and beloved. But we know the spirit that the people are in when these so-called birthdays are being celebrated. It's the spirit of beggars. And the spirit of beggars is what you will find also in a time of carnival. You know, that rowdy, Epicurean, lawless, without any form of self-control type spirit or spirits that are roaming at that time the earth or this place. And people just go, they just do, they just YOLO, you know, the children of disobedience, man, completely out of control. It says the Greek god of wine and revelry, and that's it, man. People gonna drink excessively, become drunk, sloppy drunk, do things, say things, end up in brawlings, fightings, and all kind of things, committing adultery, you name it. A Latin name of Dionysus, a Bacchus, here, Baccha, berry, fruit, or tree, which can also go to what? The fruit, the forbidden fruit. It is actually the spirit of lawlessness is what it is. That's what it is. So let's first open up with that's not the one. I want to open up with this one. The book of Romans chapter 13 verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So we got quickened to the spirit and power of the Most High. And the thing that you got to do is you got to put off the works of darkness. And the works of darkness is walking according to the flesh, being conformed unto the ways of the world. And the ways of the world is teaching our people to love it, to conform, to be in the party YOLO mode, to drink, to have no self-control, no discipline, no wisdom, no understanding, none of that. Just going full carnal mode upon this earth. That's the ways of darkness. And we had to put it off to walk in righteousness in the way of the Most High, in the self-control and the discipline and example of the Lord, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High. And that truly makes us the lights of the earth, man. We're walking in holiness amongst those that are not walking in righteousness, man. You know, the scripture speaks about among whom you shine. What is it in the book of Philippians? Was it Philippians 2? Let me see. Philippians 2 and it's not Philippians 2. Here, Philippians, it is Philippians 2, but it's in 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and a perverse nation, because people are so perverse. You know, you got homosexuals, you got bisexuals, you got lesbians, you got everything over there, man. You got sexual orientations which you may not even have ever heard about. Everything is there. And they drinking, they getting sloppy drunk, they just get loosely, man, doing whatever they think and feel that is right. Among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Yeah, because the light of this truth, the light of the world, Yahawashi, is inside of us. So we shine our light, man. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and in envying, because that's what you will see over there. You're going to see people rioting, completely loose, drunk, you know, and many of them are in a relationship, and in that loose mind, they get drunk, they do things, they commit adultery, and they just blame it on alcohol, you know. Chambering and in wantonness, not in strife and in envy, but put ye on the Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to walk in the carnal, to fulfill the lust thereof, because the flesh is warring against the spirit. The book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1, and we know what happens over there. We've been in the world, man. You know, any brother that is living over here knows about the estate, how people are, what takes place over there, what their mind is, how drunk people get, what type of drugs is being used, how easy these females are. Like, this is crazy. For as much then as Mashiach had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin. We had to walk upon the road of Yahawashi. We had to become Yahawashi minded and walk through that same road, man. We're still walking upon that same road. That he no longer should live the rest of his life in the flesh to the lust of man, but to the will of the Most High. That's why the scripture says, mortify thy members. We have to become a new person in the Most High. For the time past, our life may suffice us to have brought the will of the Gentiles, when we were walking according to the mindset of the Gentiles, not understanding that we were Israelites, not understanding that we had to keep the commandments of the Most High. When we walked in lasciviousness, which is an uncontrollable lust, a desire, you know, a lust, excess of wine, getting drunk, revelings. And when you go revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, let's go into some meanings of these words as well. Let's first go to this one. Lasciviousness.
Strong's G 766. As elgaya.
With an unbridled lust, and that's what you will see over there, man. Licentiousness, wantonness, shamelessness. You're gonna see females shaking, twerking, doing things, jumping, you know, flashing them titties, grabbing or doing things with all type of fellas. That's what you will see over there. There's no control. There's no self-control. It's all allowed. Because it's the spirit of lawlessness that is being pushed. You know, lust, excess of wine, we know it. I mean, let's go into revelings.
Strong's G 2970. Komos.
It says a revel, a carousal. You know, a nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torch and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends, hence use generally of feast and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge revelry, you know, which is just loosely drunk, no self-control, without any form of shame, just going all out, loud music, you know, that spirit, man, you know, spirit of rioting. That's exactly what it is. And you see banquetings.
Strong's G 4224. Patas.
Yep.
Patas.
Banquetings, drinking and carousing. You're gonna have all type of drinks. People gonna eat all type of abominable foods. You know, here in the Netherlands you have a thing which they call a bitterbal. These things, which man, what it is that is actually put inside of these things is like pork, all type leftover meat is actually being molded and pressed and just throw all together, and then they, you know, they spice things up a little bit, throw some shizzle over it, and then they marinate it, and then you get what they call a bitterbal. People eat it, man, but just if you look at it, you'd be like, yo, you don't want to eat this. You don't know what type of meat is inside of it. It's just grinded meat and all put together in it, and people eat it and they enjoy it. But this is abominable, man. This shit got mad pork in it, man. You don't know what is inside of it, man. People just eat it and they love it, man. They love it. So the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. Let nobody entice you like, man, we're going to this club, we go over the city, man, let's have fun, man. There's nothing wrong with going over there. Let nobody entice you with vain words into becoming partakers of these people, man. We have no communion with the people of disobedience, with the children of Belial. We have nothing to do with them, man. It is a shame to even think or to speak about what all is taking place over there. You got many in a relationship just going over there, being in a complete loose, rowdy spirit. It says, be not ye therefore partakers of them. Don't be partakers of their wickedness, man. The book of Sirach chapter 31 verse 29. But wine, drunken with excess, maketh bitterness of the mind, with brawling and quarreling. And that's why you see many a times, many people drink, you know, they just get out of their monkey mind, man. You know, they start grabbing, climbing, you know, on all type of things. You have these things, the bus stops, you know. Here, where the people need to wait for the bus, they're gonna get drunk, they're gonna climb up on it, start to get crazy and all type of shit. People stumble and fall from it. That's the spirit that you will see in those days, today and as yesterday, because then it was King's Night, the night moving towards King's Day. That's the time when that's the time when they completely go bugged out, man. Let me see if I can show you some pictures, man. People completely sloppy drunk. It's strongly promoted. Strongly promoted. You see, this is how it gets, man. People drink, walk, they just do total madness, man. You know, and you see how much people it attracts. The whole country is established based on the celebration of the king. This wicked monarchy, which people are celebrating the king while they don't even know the birthday of the king, while they don't even understand who these people truly are and what they're planning to do with these creatures, man. Many don't even understand. But if it's about party, everybody goes, yeah, party. You know, everybody going crazy. Everybody going crazy. But we ain't part of it. You know, we don't celebrate, man. The hell with this, these fake bastards, these wannabe royalties. They're not even royalties, man. You know? And the scripture teaches us that we're not supposed to celebrate our birthday. So, the hell with them, the so-called wannabe king, fake royalty, celebrating his birthday, man. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offends. People gonna say things and it's gonna be offensive, man. People that are going over there, and you know what alcohol does with certain people, man. You know, they get provocative. They're starting to feel as if they bad guys, Mr. Untouchable, provoking, doing things. Especially if they are in a group. Some of them go over there with a knife, with a gun, and then they start. You know, hey, you got fire starters, man. fire starters, those clowns who just go to those places and then they start some shit. Only so that they can grab the knife or they can grab the gun and do some foolishness, man. You always have these types at these places, man. It diminishes its strength and make it wounds. That's what alcohol does if you drink excessively, man. If there's no self-control concerning you consuming alcohol, you know. In the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 1, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. You know, and it speaks about doctrines. People in these last days, in this truth, are gonna give themselves over onto some bugged out doctrines, man. You got people going in books like, I've never heard about these books, and they speak, and they truly using those books as precepts. I'm like, yo, how? Hey, the Most High can put some mad bugged out demons on you, causing you to think that the book of Enoch or the I have to look it up, man. I'm gonna make a video about it. Like the names of the books that this man was mentioning, that was like, yo, where the hell do you get this madness from, man? And they strongly believe that it's all in line, that it resonates with the rest of the scriptures. The same way you're gonna have these seducing spirits trying to entice you, because that's what it is. You got demons just trying to entice you, like, go, it's gonna just check things out, man. There's nothing wrong, trying to convince you like it's nothing wrong if you just check things out. You just scoping and walking through the situation and checking things out. You're not partaker of it. That's how demons trying to entice people into these things, you know. So don't go for that, man. You got no business being there. Like how the elder apostle Tahar also said, you don't go to the clubs. You have no business going to the club. The same way you have no business going over there where all those demons roaming. People are completely bugged out, possessed by multiple demons, man. You have no business being there. The book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust thereof. The lust of the flesh. That's why you gotta walk in the spirit, because the spirit is contrary unto the flesh. The spirit is the way of the Most High, and the flesh is the way of the world. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary, the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law, because you walk in the spirit, you walk in the fulfillment thereof. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revellings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have told you in the past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. If you walk in these things, you're not going to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So be well aware of what you do and who you got around you, and don't get enticed by the madness that they do. You know, we are not of this world, man. We live in this world, but we are not of this world. You know? Let me get it over here. That's the last scripture in the book of 1 John. Because this wicked place is gonna go up in smokes, and you don't want to get burned up with this world. So you distance yourself from this wicked world, and you abide in the ways of the Most High. Do not love the world. Why? Because the earth, Job 9:24, the earth is giving into the hand of the wicked. It's giving into the hand of this is not it. It's giving into the hand of these people, and Willem Alexander is just one of the puppets who's just also fulfilling his purpose upon this earth. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. If you love the wickedness that you see upon this in this wicked empire right now today, and you want to conform, you want to be partaker of it, it simply means that the love of the Most High is not inside of you. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, people are very proud, very without any form of shame, you know, giving themselves over into any form of lust, just doing whatever they want. It is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world passeth away, which is talking about this empire. It's not talking about the whole planet. this empire passed away. This empire is going to be taken down by the Most High, and the lust thereof, and all the lust and all the wicked perverse spirits and perverse mindedness is going to be dealt with. It's going to be rooted out of the earth. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. How is it that you can do the will of the Most High? By walking in his commandments, by keeping his commandments, by fearing him, by studying, by obtaining the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and applying his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the way how you do the will of the Most High. You know, so hey, this is what I quickly wanted to bring out. Kingsday, we have nothing to do with it. The hell with this phony king. The hell with this phony empire. We're striving for our kingdom to come. Shalom.